Have you ever wondered, did the Pterodaustro, an intriguing prehistoric creature, use its beak as a weapon? This unusual pterosaur from the early Cretaceous period is often misunderstood. With its long, peculiar beak lined with hundreds of thin, bristle-like teeth, one might easily mistake it for a fearsome predator. But could this beak have been a weapon, or was it something else entirely? Well, let's dive into some myths and facts about Pterodaustro and find out. Many believe that Pterodaustro's long, thin beak served as a formidable weapon. It's easy to picture this prehistoric creature brandishing its beak in battle, but the truth is a little less dramatic. While the beak of Pterodaustro does indeed appear sharp and menacing, it was not a tool of combat. Instead, it was a specialized instrument for feeding. This pterosaur was a filter feeder, not unlike a modern flamingo. Its long, thin beak was designed to sift tiny organisms from the water, not for piercing or slashing opponents. The beak was lined with hundreds of bristle-like teeth, perfect for trapping small prey as the creature skimmed the surface of prehistoric lakes and lagoons. These teeth were not designed for biting or tearing, but for filtering nutrition from the water. So, the idea of Pterodaustro using its beak as a weapon is indeed a myth. Another common misconception is that Pterodaustro was a fearsome predator. This is a belief that has been perpetuated by sensationalized depictions in popular culture. However, the factual evidence paints a different picture altogether. Pterodaustro was not the ruthless hunter many envision. Instead, it was a filter feeder, much like the flamingos we see today. Its unique beak was not designed for capturing prey, but for sifting through water. The tiny bristle-like teeth it possessed were perfect for trapping small organisms such as crustaceans and plankton. Imagine a creature soaring over prehistoric seas, dipping its beak into the water and filtering out its meal. No chase, no hunt, just peaceful feeding. The diet of Pterodaustro was very different from the carnivorous diet of many other pterosaurs. This is one of the many factors that make this creature so fascinating. So let's put this myth to rest. Therefore, Pterodaustro was not a predator but a peaceful filter feeder. Lastly, there's a widespread belief that Pterodaustro was a flying dinosaur. This, however, is a common misconception. Let's set the record straight. Pterodaustro was not a dinosaur, but a member of an entirely different group of reptiles known as pterosaurs. These fascinating creatures were contemporaries of dinosaurs, sharing the Earth with them during the Mesozoic era. But they were not dinosaurs themselves. Pterosaurs, including Pterodaustro, were the first vertebrate animals to evolve powered flight. Their wings were formed by a membrane of skin, muscle, and other tissues stretching from the ankles to a dramatically lengthened fourth finger. So, Pterodaustro was not a dinosaur, but a pterosaur, a distinct group of prehistoric creatures. Let's quickly recap what we've learned about Pterodaustro. First off, the myth of Pterodaustro's beak as a weapon. We've debunked that. Instead of a fearsome weapon, this unique beak served as a highly effective filter feeding tool. Next, the image of Pterodaustro as a predatory beast. Also a misconception. Our friend Pterodaustro was more of a peaceful diner, sifting through water for tiny crustaceans and other small food particles. And finally, the notion of Pterodaustro as a flying dinosaur. Incorrect! Pterodaustro was a pterosaur, a magnificent flying reptile, separate from the dinosaur lineage. So the next time you hear about Pterodaustro, you'll be armed with facts, not myths. Keep exploring and stay curious.